Still scrambling. Me pop up now. Go to OBS, find the where is display capture. There it is. Here's Minecraft and unmute. There we go. Whew.
Hi everyone, my name is Agnes and I'm the game director for Vanilla Minecraft. And the main reason we make Minecraft is to spread as much happiness and inspiration as possible. We want to bring smiles, and the game drops gives us a chance to do so more often and in a
Wow, my
sustainable way.
toolbar.
And I find that really precious. So far this year we have released 2 game drops and we got 2 more on the way. First is the Copper Age, which many of you might be familiar with. Later in the show,
I have pizza
we
now.
will be revealing
That's
an
why I was
entirely
late.
new drop with features you haven't seen before, including a new mob. But
Time.
more on that in a bit. First, let's take a closer look at the Copper Age, a drop you will be playing very soon. In fact, it's coming next week. Like many of you, the shells
3
are one
days.
of my favorite features from the Copper Age. And when we first started to think about the concept, I was mainly excited about the very convenient hotbar swapping. But since then, we have seen players using it
Oh, yeah,
in
my
so
pizza's
many
a little bit
creative
bigger
ways
than my
we
order.
didn't think
Didn't even
about,
fit inside the
like
box.
furniture and lots of neat architectural details. I actually dusted off my very dear architectural dictionary to be able to talk about all these clever uses of the shelf. So I now know what words like entablatures, frieze, and pilasters are. But we don't have time for all this architectural terminology. Let's hear from our lovely devs.
I asked them to show off a way to do shelves and like builds.
So the Copper Age is coming in just a few days, and it's going to expand quite a lot what you can do with copper in the game.
Copper is abundant. I always find, much more copper than I do coal or iron or other precious materials when mining.
Real.
So we always saw copper as a decorative block, and that's exactly what players have been using it for. They've been building amazing statues and amazing cities, amazing buildings. But now we're going to introduce some more uses for copper. Now we can use it to craft tools, armor, and also the copper golem, which I'm very excited about. It'll be the first mob made out of copper.
So the Copper Golem is a new sort of friend to have in your base who's going to go through and help you organize your very messy chests, if you're anything like me. Move items from the copper chest you put things in into nearby normal chests with similar items in.
So the copper golem
Well,
is,
similar, but
pretty small. It's
the same?
a lot smaller than the iron golem.
My speedrun getting a copper golem because I know I'm not going to be able to do any of that.
Like clicking around and the way
He is going to organize everything that I won't be
It's
doing.
really cute now with the ice lighting up when it's active.
Maybe like an
the
ore
noises
chest.
it makes.
In my
And
head, it
woods
sounds
and
way
such,
more
but
like a
that's about
beep
it.
robot than it
He'll
actually
go
does
wild.
in the game, but it's like beep, beep.
What really adds the cherry on top is the sound effects from Sandra. They just really make it feel like something's alive in your base.
Just whirring, clicking, and other weird noises.
The fundamental to be
A literal
like
fishing
metal
reel.
stuff, but with a hint of something more playful.
This could be a good spin sound, I think.
The copper golem doesn't have this ambient, idle sound.
We just have a pile of junk ready?
when it walks around like most mobs do. So the personality would have to be in its movement. I wanted to create a voice of these like metal sounds.
The copper golem spinning its head, and it's like something like this.
I recorded my own voice for the hurts and death sounds.
It's actually me.
Dying. Don't hit them.
No, you punch a real person is so funny. But it's kind of morbid.
As the copper golem makes itself comfortable in your base, over time it's going to start oxidizing, turning into all the different copper states.
And when it reaches the maximum oxidation, it will eventually freeze into place and turn into a statue.
One neat thing that I know we both like is the fact that different statue poses will emit different redstone signals when you hook it up to a comparator.
So using that, you can make these cool like password locks to your vault in your base with all of your loot in.
Redstoners are
You can
losing their
sitting,
minds.
Standing, running golem, and then the your pistons will open and your chest is right there.
And of course, you can bring it back to its moving, sorting self by scraping that oxidization off, so it's not permanent.
There's more to this job than just all the copper. We're also adding the shelf.
It's a functional block where you can put items on display, and you can also, in its powered state using redstone, do like
That's a
hotbar
freaking
swapping for
horse
the first
spawn
time
deck.
in
You can't
Minecraft.
do that.
We wanted players to be able to display all their treasures and trophies, similar to an item frame, but then you'd always want to take those items down, so that's why we added the powered shelf for swapping with the hotbar. But players have not just been using it to display their items, they've been using it as decoration detail, and that's something that really took us by surprise.
Yeah, a lot of people have been using the shelf as a building block. So seeing it being used as like part of these big constructs.
I mean, yeah, it does have kind of that
skeleton
marvelous
border on the
design.
wall, I think is building with a very like Minecrafty feeling to it.
It's something that players have been craving for a long time.
Yeah, it does. It kind of just rocks. Explains to something else. Yeah, I can see it work as a decorative block very well.
Days away, and with this, we want to sort of fulfill copper as a full material tier, adding armor, weapons, tools,
And it's introducing, dare I
That's
say,
more like an everything thing.
this mob in the game with the copper golem.
That's fine by me since it's so abundant.
The golem, are you forgetting the happy ghast?
Oh yeah, I am forgetting the happy cast. That is a cute one.
It's so happy. Who's that big marshmallow with a smiley face?
Well, please don't tell me this is gonna be copyrighted audio. I'm gonna kill Mojang, or I'm just gonna mute the stream entirely. Actually, yeah, get muted. Yeah, so I don't have any commentary for this because the Happy Cast just sort of exists. I'm not that interested in it because I'm not much of a builder myself. In fact, I'm pretty bad at building. I've been criticized by making everything too square, which I think is a stupid piece of criticism in the block game. But yeah, what the hell's happened? Like, those things can't shoot fireballs. It'd be cool if they could, but they probably only shoot like snowballs. Wow, reference to drop name. Firework rockets. Still going? Is Young Cat thing going on? No. I'll chase this guy.
As Jens mentioned earlier in the show, your creativity never fails to amaze us.
Huh?
Let's meet 3 community members who, like millions of others, are using Minecraft to create something far beyond the game.
My name is T. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Sweden. A friend invited me to a server, and since he lives so far away, I wanted him to see where I'm from. So I just started building my hometown Falun, but with a twist. Falun in the year 1920. Very often I would sketch imaginary buildings.
Creative server, right?
I use the same kind of process as with my sketches and drawings. So that inspired me to doing architecture. If Minecraft wouldn't exist, my friends,
he's
my
like an
career,
artist guy.
the people I know now would have been so much different.
For some, the in-game world is a way to showcase their creativity, while for others, it's a source of inspiration.
Rhode Island?
My name is Travis Smalley. I make art that translates on and off of
What the?
computers and finds its way out into the real world. It all started with Minecraft. For instance, in block prints, you carve out a square in some kind of asymmetrical fashion, so that depending on how you rotate that block, you're going to get a different pattern. Very similar to in Minecraft, the glazed terracotta, and depending on what direction you're facing when you place the block, you get this different kind of pattern that happens out of it. Minecraft is inspiring in a number of ways. The thing that stuck out for me was how expansive this idea was, that every world was procedurally generated and different. World generation.
No
was also
offense,
coming
that
out
could
of
be
my
3D
art as
printed.
I started to use
Not that. No, oh no, that is.
but you don't know exactly what the output is going to be, has been really exciting for me.
Well, you're technical and also a mech artist? Hell yeah.
Takes many shapes and sometimes opens doors into worlds you never knew existed.
Minecraft movie poster.
Soy a comadre y soy una streamer de Minecraft. Comencé a jugar, que mis hijos son streamers y siempre estaban detrás de cámara y el chat pedía que
I'm gonna
me
take a
presentara,
generous
que
shot in the
saludara y que
dark and say
jugara.
she's
Lo
like
primero que hice
50,
fue en pleno
50s, close to
directo
60s.
conocer lo que era un creeper. Pienso que Minecraft es una comunidad que puede ser muy positiva. Me he encontrado en diferentes situaciones que me han podido dar la posibilidad de ayudar a muchísimos chicos y chicas. Los que adopté son todos los que han ingresado a jugar conmigo. En este momento tenemos un survival. Se acaba de sacar una foto. Puede ser que lo que haya cambiado es darle menos tiempo al tejido.
These stories are just a tiny peek into the endless
She
creativity
looks nice.
that defines
That guy's
our
awesome. That guy's
community.
also pretty
So
cool.
keep building, creating, and exploring.
How
and
does he
see
do
where
that?
it takes you. Now, a
I'm not
first
that
look at
technical
an
with
upcoming
Minecraft, but
collaboration.
I know you can import images. Whatever that big old artist guy from Rhode Island is doing is pretty cool. I will what the balls? But I will respect my 3D printer statement. Yeah, that's the Dragon Balls of Dragon Ball. Hey, Chevron. Not behind, I'm just reacting late. So they have a partnership now with Bandai Namco. Since they have the game rights. There's something ridiculous about seeing the Minecraft devs as villagers. There's something very wrong about that.
And now it's time to reveal a brand new, unseen game drop that
I'm gonna
we
skip
are
forward.
planning to release late Craft World, more varied, interesting, and fun. And fun is important. I've already hinted that the new drop includes a mob. And to find it, we must leave the surface
Oh, no.
and sink into the depths of the ocean.
Uh-oh. Yeah, people will write Ocean Update Part 2.
It's almost like a hidden world, both calming and thrilling. Down here,
Oh, we're going down
among
to the
shipwrecks
depths.
and seagrass, our creature drifts in stillness. Its shape and color might remind you of a shell that already exists in Minecraft. The drow seem to be particularly fond of it.
We're gonna have some sort
It
of
might
Atlantean
take some
thing.
underwater exploration, but if you're lucky, you will see one of these floating into view. Then what?
There's a Nautilus. I mean, this was leaked.
So the Nautilus is a new underwater mob you find in
Art of the
oceans.
Seas are gonna be so... No, actually no,
It has
it's
a very cool
what
motion.
are they
It
called
sort of
again?
uses its
Conduit's gonna be
tentacles
so
to
easy to
propel
make now.
forward, and it has a similar movement to the Happy Gas, so it like has an abrupt turn.
It's like the happy gas of the seas.
Whoa.
There's one thing in particular that is really cool, I think, with the Nautilus, and that is that you can tame it, and when you have tamed it,
you can ride it.
I suppose that's kind of
the
cool.
Nautilus is a mob you can ride on, and in order to do that, you
But
first
why?
need to tame it, and you use pufferfish. And then you need to put on a
Finally, a
sail,
use for
and then
pufferfish.
you
It's
can control
other than
just
water
how
breathing.
You fly around with the happy gas, but underwater instead, of course.
While you are riding the Nautilus, you get the super cool effect, the Breath of the Nautilus effect.
Which means that
I
you
was
can
about to
be
say.
on the Nautilus without having to get oxygen, because it pauses the oxygen bar.
You're on your Nautilus and you can build.
I was about to say
like your
that we
underwater
really need that
base,
sort of thing.
Yeah, you're gonna be safe.
So the Happy Gas made it easier to build in the skies, and the Nautilus will make it easier to build underwater.
I can see players doing triathlon races with the various mounts: Happy Gas, horses, Nautilus.
Yeah, and jumping.
The Happy Gas was slow as hell.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna move in the direction you're looking at.
I mean,
right?
there's a
The
variable
direction
changing
you're
the
aiming your
speed of the
camera.
gas.
But not only
You
that,
shouldn't have to go
you
to
can also
commands
dash
to be able
while
to
you are,
feel fun.
riding the Nautilus, which means that the Nautilus will like dash forward, which is super cool underwater. Like it allows you to get around faster.
So if you are, for whatever reason, looking straight up out of the surface, you will jump out of the water and then afterwards back down again.
Which is very fun to do.
That's dolphin behavior.
No.
And there is Nautilus armor, so you can put on
God
armor
damn
on
it.
your Nautilus. For example, you can have like a golden Nautilus armor
Ugh.
and a diamond Nautilus armor. There is also a zombie Nautilus.
Okay, yeah, fair.
The zombie Nautilus is green compared to the regular one, which is like normally a bit more orange, more golden.
The zombie Nautilus spawns with a drowned on top of it, so it's quite scary.
That is kind of terrifying,
Yeah,
actually.
you get the drowned with the trident throwing tridents at you, and then the Nautilus charging at you. So
That
it's
is-
yeah, quite a deadly combo.
It is. I think it's really neat
that's
that you
a-
use the pufferfish to
Yikes,
tame
for
the
early game.
Nautilus so you can ride on it.
And if you have two tame Nautiluses nearby each other, and once you feed it, they will produce a baby Nautilus.
Produce and not breed. Good wording, boys.
And it's also pufferfish that you use
Small
to
shell.
make water-breathing potions. So it feels like this kind of Minecraft's logic that pufferfish is the thing that unlocks breathing underwater.
Yeah, finally,
So-
coherence.
The Nautilus is not the only thing we are revealing today. In fact, let us leave the oceans and instead go visit a crafting table. Because with 2 sticks and 1 ingot, you get to create something
Spear.
very
It's
unique.
spear. It's the spear. We know this. It's leaked.
The spear.
The spear is the first tier weapon we've added in a very long time. It has 2 modes of attacking.
One of them is a jab, and the other is a charge. The charge attack is something that does damage based on how fast you're going. So the faster you go, the more damage you deal with it.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Once the spear is lowered, then it's gonna be still, and this is the ideal state of the spear because it's gonna deal damage, it's gonna deal knockback, and it's gonna dismount. Then the spear starts shaking, then you can no longer dismount targets, and eventually it drops down. It can still deal damage, but no knockback. And finally it raises back up, and then you have to lower it again.
It's kind of like the spear is really heavy, so you can only hold it like for a while and then start. And right, also like the.
I mean, I
the
get it, but it's
gear
just gonna be an
coming
annoying feature since we
heavier,
know that
which
Steve
also
is
makes
literally
sense.
the god of all beings.
Like players are gonna be able to do a lot of different.
Weight is
things
not
with the spear, like
anything of concern to
jousting,
Steve, so why should he be
you know,
caring
horse
about it
jousting,
now?
Nautilus jousting.
Jousting in the sky with the Elytra, or attacking from
Nice,
the sky with the
actually.
Elytra.
Jumping down off the happy gas and then flying into your enemies.
So like thanks
It's slow.
to the dash attack and all the timing and like the velocity and the angle, this definitely is a weapon that requires some like training and skill to be really good at, which I think is really fun. It adds a depth and I think it's gonna unlock a lot of really interesting PvP opportunities, for example.
You're not the only ones who get this new weapon.
So the zombie horse now spawn with
Oh
a
ho
zombie,
ho!
holding a
Finally!
spear in its hand. And the zombie horse will also spawn for the first time in survival mode.
So it's already pretty dangerous.
We already have
going
Gelton horses
around
due to
at
lightning
night,
strikes.
But now there's gonna be one more danger, because there's gonna be zombies with spears on zombie horses. Zombie squared, a lot of zombies.
So, to recap, this future drop
Okay, so the world's
comes
getting more
with
hostile.
the
I'm actually cool with
the
this.
Nautilus armor, zombie Nautilus with round on, of course the spear, and also the zombie horse. So it's kind of mounts and like mounted combat that connects it all.
And the name of the drop will be...
Here it comes.
Mounts of Mayhem.
This drop is planned to release later this year, but you will be
This year,
able
winter
to
drop.
try out this feature soon in Snapshot, Beta, and Preview.
We're,
First,
of course, very excited.
probably
to
first
see
gonna
what
be
you will read
preview.
about it, and then to see kind of what you all do.
And it's gonna
with
come
all
to
these features when
snapshots
you
and
can take
betas.
Minecraft continues to get bigger and better. We've shown off the Copper Age game drop, which is coming soon, and a few of the features from Mounts of Mayhem, which will be in testing in the near future and due to release later this year. We can't wait to see what you create with the new features and your upcoming underwater adventures. It takes me back to the update Aquatic, only now you'll have one more pointy stabby weapon to play with. For more on both game drops, stay tuned for the Deep Dig after show. I've heard a rumor that I'll be facing off against the cheerful Minecraft expert, Tabo. It starts right now.
I missed the intro. Oh, the deep dig is the okay.
Welcome to the Minecraft Live Deep Dig After Show. We'll be exploring some incredible Copper Age creations by Shovel and Mogswamp, as well as playing with the brand new Spear and Nautilus from our upcoming game drop.
Yeah, but unfortunately for you, I don't care. But that essentially means that Minecraft Live for me is over. So all I am doing now is signing out, and yeah, that's it. Goodbye.